Welcome to Touchline. I'm your host, Anthony Totera, coming to you again from the Soccer Hall of Fame 2012 with a superstar, in my opinion, the greatest Canadian female athlete and soccer player, Charmaine Hooper. Welcome. Congratulations on being inducted. When you got that phone call, how did it feel?
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I have to say I was really almost taken aback because I was not expecting a call about being inducted into the Hall of Fame. But really, it has been a really great honor and privilege to be part of this great list of names in this induction.
Charmaine, you took your job, I call it a job, very seriously. On the field, off the field, and you worked at it 24/7, and the fruits of your labor shown on the field. How can you tell the youngsters out there, the young women, what you did worked so well for you that they might need to do today?
Well, wow. I had this competitive spirit from day one, and I always wanted to be really good at whatever I did. So even the times when I thought that I was good enough, there was always a lot more improvement to make. So I would say just keep practicing, keep training, watch your diet, have a few less donuts because I had too many donuts when I was younger. But I would always just say keep trying. You've never done enough training. When you think that your skill work is good, there's always more improvement somewhere. So I always say just always keep practicing, keep honing your skills and trying to be better.
You scored a ton of big goals for Team Canada, and I saw a ton of them. I don't know which one I would call your best, but you tell us in your mind, what's the most memorable goal you scored for Team Canada?
Yeah, I've scored a lot of goals, and I don't remember too many of them. But the one I really do think about from time to time is the goal that I scored in the 2003 World Cup against China to get us into the second round, and it was the first time we'd ever gone from the first round into the second round in any World Cup. And I scored in the first 7 minutes of the game, and then we hung on for the next, seemed like 90 minutes plus to win that game against China to get us into the second round. So that was definitely a very memorable moment in my career.
Well said. Couple memories that stick out in your mind, not at the pro level, not at the national level, Charmaine, but maybe at the youth level. I'm sure there's got to be memories, maybe you winning that first tournament or scoring that first goal, or maybe a coach that means so much to you to help you get to where you're at.
Wow. Like I said, I don't remember very much back then, but one thing I really do remember from before I got started was riding my bike along this road near where I live and looking across a field and seeing girls, what I thought was girls practicing, and I thought, is that girls? Because I had never seen girls play soccer at that time, because I always played with boys and always saw boys play. And when I thought it was girls, I made my way across that field, and I was very shy. I never spoke to anybody, and I went up to the coach, and at the time the coach's name was Claire Tarrant Rowley. She became my first coach after that, and asked her how could I join the team. And I was about 12 years old at the time, so that's pretty late for kids to start playing the sport today. And she told me how to sign up, and I came out to the next game. I think it might have been the next day, and I scored 3 goals for the team, and the team won 5-2, I think it was. So that was the start of my career right there.
That's awesome. Charmaine, I can't let you go without talking about mom and dad. I met them last year for the first time. Beautiful people, down to earth, but that smile that never is wiped off their face. They're so proud of you and your brother, but they're so proud of this country of Canada as well. Talk about how important and instrumental they were in your career, but in your life more importantly.
Yeah. Well, when we all moved to Canada and back in the early 80s, my parents made it a point for us to better our future here in Canada. And at the time, I was getting involved with soccer, and Lyndon was getting involved in soccer. And, you know, they really, to sum it up, provided a lot of the opportunities that have made it possible for us to, and Lyndon and myself, to be here today. So really, they were instrumental in our success as soccer players and as people in general.
Charmaine Hooper, congratulations in being inducted in the Soccer Hall of Fame. All the Canadian soccer fans want to thank you for all the time that you represented Team Canada, the great moments you gave them. We really appreciated that. And again, for my 2 cents worth, you were my favorite Canadian player because you brought it each and every time out there. You left it out there, and we miss you on the field there. But now we know that you're cheering on Christine Sinclair and all the girls.
Absolutely. And hopefully the program definitely continues to build and improve and become one of the top countries in the world.
Well said. Charmaine Hooper, a superstar in the game of soccer, but a great human being to boot. Thanks for joining us here on Touchline.
Thank you very much.